Hello guys, welcome back on your mat for a new video. Today we're just going to do a little Hatha session again. Since no one has requested anything, I'm just gonna go with Hatha because I really like it. So let's just get started onto your mat. We'll come to your extended child pose, so bringing the big toes touching. And then opening your knees nice and wide. Just start to settle and extend your arms out. So spread the fingers nice and wide. And relax the head down. And notice your breath as always. So starting to breathe in and out through the nose with control. Observing your inhale and your exhale, how everything feels. You can even close your eyes if you want for this first posture. Just starting to relax and be present in the moment. Observe how the mind feels. And how your physical body feels. And see if you can start to relax the jaws. Quiet the back of the eyes. Soften the shoulders. And relax the hips. Stretching your breath a little bit more, matching length and depth. Really feel the floor underneath your hands, underneath each fingertips, palms of the hands. As you breathe in, feel the expansion of the rib cage. And as you breathe out, feel it relax and start to bring strength into the lower abdomen. Find your lift in Mula Bandha in the pelvic floor region. Wonderful. And then with your next inhalation, just slowly start to make your way up. And we'll just come into a little cat-cow posture here. So matching inhale and exhale together, bring your index fingers forward. Start to really push away from the ground to activate the shoulder girdle, hips over knees. As you breathe in, open the front of the body, look up. And as you breathe out, round the back body. Push the upper back to the ceiling. Again, inhale. And exhale. And just continue like so in your own pace here. Make sure you match the movement and the breath together. Notice how each movement feels. The part of the body that may feel a little bit stuck. Beautiful. And just start to curl your toes under and come to seat onto your heels. Sorry, I'm going to redo my ponytail. So just sitting onto your heels and staying here for a few breaths to bring a bit of energy from the feet, grounding yourself, making sure we mobilize through them. So you can just rest your hands onto your lap. Have this little slight tuck under of the tailbone and the lift of the pelvic floor. And then releasing your hands to the floor, just come onto the toes fully. And then see if you can find balance here. So just resting your hands onto your knees again. Keep the shoulders open. Keeping the gaze really still. So doing a little bit of balance posture. Always bring more focus into your practice. Great. And then just relax your hands down. Again, drop the knees to the floor and come to your melting heart posture. So walk the hands forward. Keep your hips over the knees or slightly forward. And relax the chest and the head to the ground. So we keep the arms straight so your elbows are not just resting or dropping on the ground. We'll press the hands actively. Again, try not to collapse into the lower back here. So you keep a little bit of a contained into the lower abdomen. So slight tuck under. And then you can relax the chest down to the ground. So you just open through the thoracic spine a little bit more and the shoulders. And then inhale, make your way back up, and we'll just release slowly onto the ground. So bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, keep the tailbone tucked, push into the shoulder girdle, and we'll lower into a little push-up here. So keeping the elbows against the body, slowly lower yourself to the ground. Now bring the top of the feet down, and then just gently lift to find your cobra posture. Try not to press into the hands, so you should be able to hold yourself without the hands, and drag the elbows against the body. Waking up the back of the body, keep the neck really nice and long, keep the chin a little drawn, and so the head is long. And then stay here, keep pressing the top of the feet down. Go and extend your arms by your side, so the palms are facing up to the ceiling. Just keep breathing. Keep your legs really long, so squeeze through the thighs muscles. And then circle the arms overhead, palms facing up to the ceiling. And then release your hands underneath the shoulders. And on your exhalation, just press yourself back. Curl your toes under again and sit down onto your heels. Keeping the arms long and active. Wonderful. Inhale. Slowly make your way back up. Again, tuck the tailbone under. We'll do a little push-up from here. So push the upper back to the ceiling, keep the shoulders dragged to the hips, and then slowly lower halfway. And press yourself back up. Come back and press to your downward dog. So first downward dog, walking around into the feet, bending the knees. Just making it your own as always. Just observe how it all feels. And then what you could do is you could rock the feet to the side a little bit here. So you should feel, if you, like me, bring your hips to the right side, you should feel a little bit more opening into the side of the left hip and left body. You can look underneath the left shoulder and then come back up. Roll the other way around. Look underneath the right shoulder. And then come back from here. Downward dog, hands grounded, feet parallel with the outside. Keep the tailbone tucked, the gaze to the navel. And inhale, rise onto the toes, come to your high plank. We'll do this 5 times. Keep the head really long. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Again, rise onto the toes and roll the spine. Come to your high plank, push the ground away. Exhale. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, lean. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, ground the heels toward the ground. 2 more time. Inhale, rise onto the toes. Exhale, high plank. Head long. Inhale, lift your hips. Lower, exhale, heels to the ground. Last time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to your high plank. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Now dropping the knees onto the floor, we'll come back onto your ground into a seated position. Just staying onto the ground with your knees bent. And then taking an inhale, just grabbing behind your thighs, tuck the tailbone under, just like if you're curving into the lower back. Activate the lower belly and then straighten your right leg out. Wonderful. And then exhale, extend the arms out. Lower the right leg to the floor. Inhale, pull the right knee toward yourself. Keep the right leg extended with the feet pointed. And then from here, we'll start to straighten a little bit into the left leg. So keeping the lower abdomen active. We'll keep both feet pointed. And then from here, if it's available, just grab behind your legs. If your leg is lower, it doesn't matter. You just go wherever it's available. And you find this length and stretch behind the leg. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed down. No shrugging into the shoulders. And then exhale, just slowly extend the arms out and lower the leg down. Great. From here, just bring your legs back again. Grab behind your thigh. Tap and inhale, exhale, activate the lower belly. So find a strength into the lower belly. Extend the left leg out. Left foot is pointed. Beautiful. And then extend the arms out. Slowly lower this left leg down. This time keeps the leg active. Keeps a little tuck under of your pelvis here. And then just like before, we'll bring length into the right leg. You can grab behind your thigh. If you want to grab further up, you can. Just finding this stretch to the back of the right leg. Gazing forward. Keep the lower abdomen active. And then slowly extend the arms out and then release the legs down. Now bring the big toes touching. Keep the feet pointed. We'll come to a little Paschimottanasana. So squeezing through the legs. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, hinge from the hips and then fold. So it may feel a little bit tight. Your first deep forward fold. Keep the feet pointed again, so you should feel a nice stretch to the fascia of the front of the foot, and then keep your thighs squeezed. Relax the head. Two more breaths here. And then from here, we'll keep your legs active and then roll from the lower back all the way up. Now we'll do a forward fold by keeping the back body rounded. So instead of hinging from your hips and folding forward, we're going to just tuck the tailbone under and then grab behind your legs and bring the chin to your chest. So you're fully rounding. Now from this position, you can try to fold forward. Keep the chin to your chest and breathe in here. So for some of you, it may bring a little bit more, stretch into the back of the body. You may feel it more. Some of you may not feel any difference. So instead of elongate it, we try to curve from the tailbone to the crown of the head. One more breath here. Wonderful. And inhale, slowly come back up. We'll continue into the hips here, just bending your right leg into Janu Shirshasana A. So find your 90-degree angle. This time we'll come to flex your left foot and then squaring over to your left leg. Inhale, try to keep both hips down here. And then exhale, fall forward. Keep the right hip on the ground so you have a nice stretch into the attachment of the back muscle on top of your right pelvis. And exhale, relax. Relax the head. Again, keep the leg active. Relax the head down so that your forehead is almost touching to the shin. And then inhale, lift the head, and exhale, relax. We'll do the same to the other side. So again, straighten your right leg out, find your 90-degree angle into this left hip, and then keep the left hip down. And then from here, inhale, square forward, and exhale, lower. Good. And relax the head down. Again, allow the head to just keep falling, so that you continue the whole opening of the back body. About 5 breaths in each posture here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale. On your inhalation, come back up and then relax here. This time we'll come to your Baddha Konasana. We'll bring the feet together and then we'll bring the heels close to you to open more into the inner thigh and the groin, and then grab the feet up and then like a book. So thumb on the inside, fingers to the outside. Hinge from your hips and then exhale, relax. Keep the elbows against the body. Breathe deeply. Just feel the deep opening into the groin. It can be quite intense. Again, we're not really warm yet, so help your body to relax with each breath. Wonderful. Inhale, slowly come up and then exhale. Then we'll just stay into this position and we'll come into a little dragonfly. So I'll just make my way here so you can see me. And then flexing the feet, strong through the legs. As always, you can just stay up and focus here, or you can just walk the hands nice and long. And then relax the chest toward the ground. Then allow the head to relax a little bit here. Inhale, lift the head, make your way back up, bring the leg back and come to a little Gomukhasana. So bring your right leg underneath, left leg on top. From here, if you can, bring both hips to the ground. If it's too intense, you can try sitting onto your bottom heel, and if it's not available, just straighten your bottom leg out. We'll take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, stay here, or you can fold forward. So bring a bit of intensity deep into the hip joint, but also the ATB band, and all the side of the body here. So deep breath, keep the shoulders relaxed. Wonderful. Inhale, make your way back up. Find your twist. So if, like me, you have your left leg on top, just go lengthen your spine, and as you breathe out, look over to your left shoulder. Again, keeping the tailbone a little tucked, so the lower abdomen is active and the lower back is really long. Looking over to the left shoulder, keep the chest really broad and open, just the best you can. Great, and then inhale, slowly come back up, and then just shift your weight to the other side, so left leg underneath the right. And then again, just modify as much as you need. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, either stay here or maybe round a little bit forward. Trying to keep the upper body as relaxed as possible. And inhale, come up, lengthen through the spine, little containment of the lower abdomen. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Look over to the right shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, make your way back onto the floor to press to your downward dog. So ground the hands fully and press to your downward dog. Gazing to the navel, just observe this downward dog if it's a little bit different to the other one. And then we're going to do 5 times, coming to your high plank, down to your push-up, then to a back bend, and then pressing back up from your push-up and back to your downward dog. So building up a little bit of strength here. So rise on your toes, inhale, and then exhale, come to your high plank position, then we'll lower down. So you can do like before and drop your knees down. If you want to lower from your toes, try to practice this, and then keeping the elbows against the body. Now lower to the ground. Once you're on the ground, readjust the top of the feet down, and then inhale, straighten legs, lift the legs, lift the chest, and then come to your back bend here. So palms facing down to the floor this time. Drag the shoulder blades toward each other and back. Start to really fortify the back of the body. And then exhale, release. Curl your toes under. We'll press the hands alongside the body by your rib cage. Tuck the tailbone under. So push the pubic bone down to the floor. And then you can press back up from your knees or from your toes, whichever is available. So shoulder blades toward each other. Activate the lower belly. Keep your legs strong. Inhale, press back up. High plank. And then back to your downward dog. Wonderful. Again, we'll do this right on the toes. Come to your high plank. Exhale, control the way down. Inhale. This time we'll bring your big toes touching. Different back bend. Grab your hands to locust pose. And then hands toward the hips and the feet, big toes touching, lift everything off the ground. Now release the top of the feet down, curl your toes under again. Arms alongside the rib cage, press from your knees or from your toes. Inhale, lift. And then press to your downward dog. Readjust your feet, hang into this downward dog. Beautiful. 3 more. Rise on your toes, inhale, lean. Exhale, lower with control. Now lower to the ground. Extend your left arm out and then straighten your left leg out. This time we're going to bend your right leg and then grab the outside of your foot. And we're going to come into a half ball pose here. So grab the outside of your ankle, press into this left hand, and then inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower down. Doesn't matter how far you lift. Again, bend your toes, arms alongside the body. Inhale, press back. Exhale, downward dog. Few breaths in here. We'll do the other side and then we'll do the full Dhanurasana. Rise on your toes, inhale. Exhale. Lower the way you like, control. Now right hand extend out, right foot, right leg active, foot pointed. Grab the left ankle and inhale, lift. Try to drag the chin in first a little bit and then lift. Breathe here. Point the foot. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Again, curl your toes under, arms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press your way back up. Tuck the tailbone under. Back to downward dog. Readjust your feet. Inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, high plank. Lower. Beautiful. Now we'll come to your full Dhanurasana. So make sure the lower abdomen is engaged and active. Now you can take any other back bend if you don't want to go there. Otherwise, come and bend to your knees. And then grabbing the outside of your ankles. You can either have the feet touching or just slightly apart. You can do both, you choose. Lifting on your inhalation. Looking a little bit forward or up. Full expansion of the heart. Exhale, lower down. Last time to press your way back up. Head long, tailbone tucked. Inhale, press. Exhale, downward dog. Now walk the hands toward the feet. We'll just dangle a little bit here. Feet parallel with the outside. You can go ahead and bend through the knees. Grab your elbows. Relax the head. Just let the body relax, the spine re-lengthen. Beautiful. Inhale, walk the hands back forward. Exhale, stay to this downward dog. Great, and then we'll come to your three-legged dog. Shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale, raises right leg up into your three-legged dog. Now breathe here, and on your exhalation, look forward. Step the foot in between your hands. Come to your high lunge first. So high on your toes of the back foot, keeping the leg really active. Then lengthen through the spine. Keep the hips sink down, but then raise your shoulders on top of your hips. So strong to the back leg, extend the arms up. You can keep looking forward. Maybe you want to look up. You choose. Breathe here. Keep the lift of the pelvic floor. Wonderful. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Release your hands to the ground and then step to your high plank position. Hold in here. We'll come to a side plank. So shift the weight into the right hand and then roll to the right side of the foot. For a little variation help, bring the right hand on the floor and then extend like so. You will have a nice stretch to the side of the body. So otherwise you can stack the feet and find your Vashisthasana, and if it's here, look up. Wonderful. Now look down. Come to your high plank, then to your downward dog. Readjust your feet. And from here, inhale, lift your left leg up, point the foot. Gaze toward the back foot, toward the navel. Keep the lower abdomen active. Exhale, look forward, step the foot in between your hands. Just like before, come to your high lunge. So sink down, find this high lunge position, knee over the ankle, strong to the back leg. Keep your hips synced down as they are. When you come up, just bring the shoulders over to your hips. Don't lift back with your hips, okay? Hips remain like they are, and then stay strong to the back foot. Inhale, come up. Extend the arms out. Maybe look up. Keep pressing through the back leg so you have this full expansion of the side body, of the front body. Beautiful. And then exhale, hands to the ground. Press back to your high plank, then take Vashisthasana side plank, just the way you did before. So you can either look down, maybe you want to look up if it's available. Try to really push underneath the standing shoulder. So again, you're strong into the shoulder girdle. And then look down, exhale to your high plank. Feel free to take a vinyasa if you want. Otherwise, you can press to your downward dog. Now just walking the hands back to the back of the mat. I'm going to shuffle my way a little just for the video. We'll come to some balanced posture. So if you have a squishy ground like me, feel free to place something hard underneath so you don't wobble too much. Otherwise, just do your best. So on your inhalation, just slowly lengthen to your half back, and then exhale here. And then bring your hands to hips. Inhale, come up, and exhale. So we'll start with your little, how do you call it? Tripod Vrikasana here. I go straight on the floor. Hopefully I have a little bit more balance. So just facing forward, focus one point on the floor. We'll have a little transition of balance posture. So face to the ground, squeeze into the left leg. On your inhalation, lift the right leg up. And then exhale, open the knee out to the side. So you can either stay here and work on the strength and mobility to the hip, or you can place your foot onto the calf or higher up onto your thigh. If you want to go to your half lotus, you could also, and just bring your foot like so. Okay, wherever you are, bring your hands to heart center, relax the shoulders, keep the heart lifted, and breathe here. Wonderful. Then from here, just slowly releasing and just bringing this right knee up in front of you, and then we'll come to a little twist. So you can stay here, bring your right hand to the right knee, right hand to your right hip, and then very slowly transition, shift the gaze back. So you can stay here. As always, if you want to go further, you could grab the outside of your foot, and then straightening the leg out, and then maybe extend the arm out. Now very slowly look back forward, and then release the foot, and then relax down to the ground. We'll do the same to the other side. So shift to the right hip, really squeeze to the right hip, and then shift. Lift on your inhalation, exhale, open externally. Either stay here or just like before, find your option. Focusing one point onto the ground. Beautiful. Breathing, keeps the heart open, shoulders relaxed. So just find focus. Feel free to modify in any way that you like. If you want to bring your arms up as always, I mean behind your back, you really choose here how you want to do this posture. And just like before, find your twist. Release slowly wherever you are. Bring this left knee up, find stability. Find the posture first, so either straight leg or not. Then once you're stable, maybe try to bring the shift back with your gaze. Bring the gaze back forward and slowly relax. Big toes touching. Wonderful. We'll come to the back of the mat and we'll do 3 little vinyasa from the back of the mat. And then we'll start with your feet parallel with the outside but hip width distance apart. So strong, grounded. Inhale, extend the arms up, look up, explore slight back bend. Inhale, come back, hinge from your hips, hands to the ground. Walk the hands forward. And then from here, feel free to lower to a chaturanga, or you can drop the knees to the floor like me. And then keeping the hips off the ground, lower the chest, gaze forward. Inhale top of the feet down, look up. Exhale, back to your downward dog. Readjust your feet. Walk the hands back to the back of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift looking up. Exhale, fold forward actively. Inhale, come back up. Arms overhead, shoulder widths apart. Maybe take a slight back extension. And then arms by your side. When you take this back extension, make sure that you squeeze through your thighs. If you start to soften, everything's going to go to the lower back. So squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs here, and then lengthen the front of the body. Again, same thing. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale. Inhale again, explore. Come back, inhale, exhale, fall forward. Hands to the floor, walk the hands back to your high plank. Stay high on your toes, drop your knees. Exhale, heart to the ground, hips off the floor. Release the hips, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward dog. Now if you want to come into your upward dog instead of cobra, of course do so. And then walk the hands back. Inhale, come to your halfway lift looking up. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale, strong legs, come all the way up. Squeeze into the pelvic floor. Exhale. And come back, release the arms by your side. Last time, inhale, strong legs lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, come back, exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana. Walk the hands back forward. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Look forward, inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. We'll take a halfway lift. I think I forgot that just before. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Look up. Exhale, downward dog. We'll come to Padangustasana. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Grab the big toes with your two big fingers. And then inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Relax the head here. Make sure the lower abdomen is active. And then inhale, look forward. We'll take Padahastasana, hands underneath the ball of the feet so your toes touch the wrist. Inhale, look up. Activate the belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release your hands from underneath. Just stay here, take the feet wide and come to your Malasana squat pose. Feet slightly open to the outside. And then exhale, start to squat down. Bring hands to heart center. Keep the knees open wide, the chest open. Feel free to make any side to side movement. Great. And then just slowly, we can come to a little crow pose if you want. If you don't want to, just walk the hands forward and relax here into a hip and lower back opening. If you want to come to your crow pose or any other option, you can come to a headstand as well. Okay, so we can do both. Eh? Why not to do both? It's been a long time, so let's do both. So again, stay into the position of your choice or make any other posture. If you want to try your crow, press the knees behind the armpit, scroll through the hands, come onto your toes first. Push into the shoulder girdle and then very slowly come up. Beautiful. Now we'll come, if you want to a headstand or a melting heart. The melting heart will give you a little inversion by sliding your hands forward, relaxing the head down, like so. If you want to come to your headstand, as always, we'll grab the outside of your arms, interlacing fingers. Feel free to use the wall if you want. And then very slowly work your way. I think I've done a tutorial for headstand, so if you're not quite sure, you can go back to this tutorial. Wonderful. Wherever you are, just slowly control your way down and we'll make our way to a child pose. So wherever you are, bring your knees together. You can keep them apart if you want. And then bring the arms alongside the body from the top to the side. Relax here for a few breaths. Slowly pull yourself back up. We'll make our way to a seat. Just do one more inversion, having your choice as always. So you can either come to your happy baby like so, or your waterfall, or your straddle waterfall, okay? If you want to come with me and do your shoulder stand and your plow pause, then we'll make our way there. Make sure you press the back of the shoulders, that the head is long, and then slowly make your way. Big toes touching if you are into your shoulder stand like me. Then we'll come to your plow pose. You can stay here a lot longer if you want, hinging from your hips. Maybe you can bring the top of the feet down. My hair pulling. From here, if it's available, grab your hands and breathe here. Wonderful. If you want to continue on, you can bend your knees into Karna Pindasana. And then very slowly make your way down, press your hands to the floor, and then relax the legs down. We'll come to your fish pose. I forgot the name, it's been so long. Okay, so from here, first option, you can just place your hands underneath here, point the feet, come to your elbows, lift the sternum, drop the head back. If you want to go further, release your hands, drop the top of the hands down, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then from here, we'll extend your arms and legs to a 45-degree angle. Beautiful. Slowly relax. Welcome to a little twist on each side. As always, if you have a favorite one, do it. You can either fold with both knees to the side, or you can just extend your right leg out, bend the left knee, fold to the right, or you could bring the right leg over to the left and then find your twist from here. So folding over to the right side, looking over to the left. Make sure you breathe, trying to keep the upper back on the ground so you can support the knees. If it's really too intense, it's best to have both knees bent and stacked on top of each other. Wonderful. And crows. Come up, inhale, whichever option you have, and then do the same to the other side. Try to fold on your exhalation. Then readjust the upper back, and then look over to the right hand. Wonderful. Inhale, slowly come up. Bring both knees against your chest. And then head toward the knees. And just come to your final Shavasana. So just straightening your legs out. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Just make yourself comfortable. As always, the body will cool down and you want it to stay warm. So I've got the heat on. But if you have, just bring a blanket on top of you, whatever you need. You can support the head with a little pillow as well if you want. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Readjust the body. And just find your natural rhythm of breath. So relax the jaws. Quiet the back of the eyes. And just breathe into your belly. Just feel the rise and fall of the abdomen. And just find yourself melting onto the ground. Beautiful. Just observe how you feel, and then eventually just let your mind wander. No more control, just enjoy this rest and just stay here as long as you have, as always, okay? I will leave you here. It's been so nice to practice again with you, and I hope you enjoy this practice. And again, just let me know if you want something specific. Otherwise, I just keep doing what I want as always. So have a wonderful day. Bye bye.